Central City Museum features the history of this area, especially the industrial history. This neighborhood especially is known for the companies that formed here and created everyday items from crates for transportation to beer and all kinds of things like that, art, glass. So that's really what we want to represent with the museum, is the industrial history.
It's a collection that we received due to local historian Earl Bush collecting it literally piece by piece over the span of 45 years. And he's now released it, and it has been acquired by Audie Perry and hence us, and with the concept of keeping it in Central City.
This project started a long time ago. My father and mother, Mike and Henrietta Perry, began collecting Appalachia. They wanted to create a place that would help school children and adults understand that we come from an amazing place, and there's an incredible story that rarely gets told about the people who came and settled in Appalachia. And along that way, Mom and Dad made friends with Earl and Sarah Bush. As Dad was collecting Appalachian history, Earl began to focus on Central City and Huntington and Wyandotte and local history.
Mike Perry and I were great friends, and he encouraged me on collecting, the local history. He said, you got started in it and keep continuing on. It's just a joy of finding items. It helps tell your story a little bit better because you can prove what you're talking about. A lot of times people talk about things and they're not really correct, and so we want to get it correct.
This photograph is Russell Neese. He was a chiropractor on the street, and this photograph was taken in the winter of him outside of his business, and this is the actual sign that he had outside of his business. So I just think it's really great that it still is around too. And it's copper, and then there's 24 karat gold in it. So they made things to last. So we just want to keep that going.
There was a Mr. Pinkerman, his name was Benjamin Pinkerman. He made this little item right here. This had a little metal backing on it that you could screw down on your gear shift knob that came up out of the floorboard in the old 20s model cars. This is a one-of-a-kind item. And that's what we always look for and love to find, is one of a kind. Boy, that's super.
Experience the past so that you can appreciate today, and that will inspire you for the future. If we don't know where we've been, we'll never know where we're going. So it's important to understand that we aren't the first, and that there were amazing people who came before us and overcame incredible challenges that really make ours look embarrassingly small, nothing, right? And so hopefully that inspires you to think, well, gosh, if they did it, and I've been given all this where I am, well, I ought to amp it up myself and make the world a better place. And so that's the purpose of studying the past so we can inspire the future.
Heritage Farms done a lot for this community, a lot for this state, and they're just a wonderful family. You can't find any better. And Mike and I traveled many miles looking for junk, and everybody thought it was junk, but it wasn't junk to us. It was gold to us.